Yeah, I'm not too comfortable with it myself, but to be honest, I haven't felt like there's anyone in here. It just feels very, feels quite claustrophobic because we've closed the door and we're within a house or within a corridor which has been closed off within a set of corridors. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like we could run anywhere. But there's an area over here I want to show you, which is even more.
I've just got an arm.
Just behind you is a staircase.
Shit.
Just behind you is a staircase which goes down, which no one has been down. If you paid me any amount of money, there's no way I would go down there. Because one, is unsafe and you probably fall straight through. And secondly, no one knows what the fuck's down there. And do you know what I mean? There could be anything down there.
What do you suggest now?
Well, we've gone into each corner of the place. No, I thought I heard something behind that door.
It was clicking. There was clicking before.
Well, I can't hear it now. I suggest maybe we have a minute of silence.
They waited to hear for the noise again, but were disappointed that nothing else happened. After apparently sensing the presence of a number of spirit people earlier in the evening, Derek Ogilvie was keen to go on a vigil.
That guy keeps looking at me in the corner and he is freaking me out. The chap with the ruff, Gordon, you can validate this. The fact that this chap is standing in the corner. So people have seen him before, yeah?
Which corner?
This chap here.
It's that whole area.
They see the chap?
Something over there, yeah.
Yes. He's laughing again. He's going, ah. He's laughing. I can't actually get his laugh to a T. I'm not Mike Yarwood, but it's a crackle. He's so interesting. Let me ask him his name, please. What I do when I ask spirits' names is I form the alphabet in my head. So I'm going to ask him to put a circle round and which okay, he's taking me down to there's something about Rab.
What?
Oh,
what?
Sorry.
What?
Oh my God Almighty.
What's the matter?
Oh, for God's sake.
Not long after being in this room, Derek Ogilvie appeared overwhelmed by the strength of a spirit. The intensity of the experience seemed just too much for him, and he eventually collapsed. Could Derek have experienced the feelings of physical sickness so often reported at the Close?
You alright?
You alright?
You alright?
We were shocked that Derek had so quickly been overcome by what seemed to be a spirit, and we had no idea what would happen next. Derek Acorah decided that he'd return to Annie's room with Stuart and Phil. This was the room where he picked up on the spirit of a girl called Mary.
Is it reported that these teddy bears move, Phil?
There has been a couple of mentions of things being moved, but nobody's quite sure what does it. Whether it's paranormal or they're just falling off through time. Apparently a psychic once when she was down here picked up on a little girl being here and that she was lonely, and she brought a doll to keep the little girl company.
Right.
And ever since, people have been coming down here and leaving little toys.
Okay.
That's why all these toys are around us.
Well, why are they on the floor, though?
Carl arranged them like that to see if they'd get moved.
Okay.
As a sort of experiment.
When I come in here earlier tonight, I picked up very strongly on a little girl's energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. and the loneliness, and you know, as if she'd been, you know, left abandoned. She's grounded here, and really, basically she should be released and should be go over to the world to spell properly.
I'm just going to sort of put these little toys back as a bit of a...
A goodwill gesture.
There we go. They'll probably all come flying out now, you watch. Well, one thing's for sure, none of them moved in the time that we're down here. So. That was me, I think. Yeah.
Now, just my left ankle there.
Yep.
Right. Just as you were placing that in, I felt as if I can't say it felt like a hand, but something was rubbing my trouser and my ankle. Just, you know, across the bottom there, and it was done gently.
Right.
It could be her energy. It could be her.
Could the spirit of a little girl have been trying to communicate with Derek? Although they waited for some time, no other activity was reported. After this, Richard, Carl, Tom, John and myself decided to head back out into the close to see if any entities would make themselves known to us. As we headed towards Chesney's house, Carl discovered a dark, narrow tunnel that he was keen to explore.
Bit of metal there.
Stick head through.
Take Richard's big and torch, Carl. Take Richard's big and torch.
Now, wouldn't want to get out of there in a hurry.
Where's it going?
Anything in?
It
doesn't,
does?
does it? What, just like this little room? Narrow? Do you want the camera, Carl?
I don't mean to be funny, but what is that banging above us?
Yeah.
What is that banging above us?
Well, we've only got to go upstairs.
We're pretty high up still.
But listen.
This little hole thing. I think it was a drainage.
Shh, Carl, listen. What the is that? What is that? What is it? You stay there, Tom, Carl.
Carl, you're right.
I think it was a drainage.
It's not coming from there.
It's coming.
It's a shit, it's a shit. You should hear this
Carl.
noise. Shh, keep still, keep still, keep still. Listen to this noise, Carl.
They hear a noise and leave me down in that f***ing drain.
It is. A movie. They're actually moving. Don't know, something going through them, isn't it?
The council like that.
You can hear that before.
Well,
No,
I tell you what, that's consistent, isn't it? I mean, that's like a motor. That's like
It is.
It's not like. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Sort of supernatural.
It can only be natural. That.
Oh, it's not paranormal. No.
We all agreed that the noises were man-made and were most likely to be vibrations that were travelling down from the street above. No other activity was apparent, so we decided to move on to Chesney's house to conduct a séance.
Concentrate on that energy and keep it moving round and round from right to
Although nothing much seemed to happen at the time, the locked-off camera caught this amazing light anomaly at the other end of the room.